After that massive battle with the emissary Alpha, I feel like I'm going to pass out. My arms feel like I've been trying to fly. We've got to find a place to make camp. The darkspawn are unceasing down here. And there we go. There's a place right here. Looks like a lift down there too. It's a good spot. Oh. Never get used to the sounds down here. Well, throughout the millennia, there's been countless camps around.
That's the last of those, darkspawn. Legion's in your debt, Inquisitor.
Look at this, Ren. It's ancient. Maybe 1,000 years old.
Any idea who built it, or why?
This Tig is on top of a lyrium mine. According to the memories, the mine was destroyed by some unexplained disaster. The miners must have used this lift to reach the lower levels.
Sounds familiar. If there is a Titan causing earthquakes, it's down there.
I found this book with the emissary. The pages are mostly ruined, but a few are readable. See this line? I awoke to the singing stone. Our kingdom trembled at the Titan's hymn.
Titan? They've called it Titan too?
That reference to singing stone. I've been told that raw lyrium has a sound.
A hum. The mining cast follows it to find lyrium veins. They say it's the stone calling to them.
Perhaps it wasn't chance that the quakes destroyed lyrium mines. Is it possible the darkspawn or their emissary could also hear the song?
The stone would never call to those vile things. But that doesn't mean they can't hear her.
Darkspawn live and die by the blight. They don't care for much else.
I didn't realize you knew so much about darkspawn motives.
Not everything's a mystery, Volta. Some things are exactly as they appear.
And some things are not.
How can we be sure what the book says is true?
We shouldn't force connections that don't exist.
Perhaps this will change her mind. Look here. It's the royal seal of Orsec Garal.
King Orsec Garal? That book belonged to a paragon? Maybe you are onto something, Volta.
Of course you'd take a dead man's word over mine. Always the traditionalist.
Hey, challenging tradition lost you a cushy position in Orzammar.
Does a king's book mean that much to you, Ren?
Paragons are the best of our people. They don't hand that title out to just anyone. Not even a king. Knowing it was Garal's book from the start would have saved us an argument.
As if you'd ever avoid an argument.
We don't have time for this.
I agree. And to be clear, I was reassigned. When my superiors ordered me to remove an official record from the memories, I declined. We decided it would be best if I served the Shaperate here, finding history instead of recording it.
That record must have been important, to risk your position over it.
It was trivial, actually. A cousin of King Haramount discovered that her husband's ancestor had Carta connections. But the truth is the truth, no matter how political it may be.
Truer words have never been said.
The Shaperate can erase official records. Aren't the memories permanent?
Sometimes erasing records is standard procedure. If a dwarf becomes castless, they're struck from the memories. But I was asked to change a fact that someone important merely found inconvenient.
I don't know much about the Shaperate, but it sounds to me like you can rewrite your own history and everyone will believe it because everyone thinks the Shaperate's infallible.
If the Shaperate is willing to erase memories, what would prevent them from covering up the existence of Titans?
Why would they do that?
Because someone in power demanded it.
I had no idea the Shaperate was so corrupt.
Institutions aren't corrupt. Only people. I wish abusing memories for political gain was a rarity.
I remember Orzammar as an honorable kingdom.
You've been gone a long time, Ren.
I'm sorry I brought it up. The earthquakes are what matters. I don't know where this lift leads, but We're about to find out the hard way. Get ready.
All these sounds through the night after we slept. Especially with the fear of the...
I can feel it now. The blight. It's spreading.
Yes.
It's gonna hurt.
Just remember, you're already dead. Drink some ale. It will help.
Wish the bastard had run me through.
Vivian. Somebody left a book here. The Eternal Battle, Darkspawn. Unless there's a blight, surfacers reserve the Darkspawn for cautionary religious lessons and bedtime stories. That is a luxury Orzammar cannot afford. Without the Legion of the Dead's continuous efforts, our great tag would have undoubtedly been lost to the Blighters long ago. Still, the question remains, where did these monsters come from? It's a given that the Chantry's beliefs about the Darkspawn origins are nonsense. They were not cast down from a fabled city. They crawled up from the deep recesses of the earth. We know now that Darkspawn come from broodmothers. Perhaps at the very heart of our world sits a queen, the First Mother. Instead of focusing on the children, we should target the broodmothers and ensure that future reinforcements will never be born. Written in the margins are 2 sets of handwriting, presumably from Lieutenant Wren and Shaper Valta. Chopping off their heads should do the trick. Write in one of my books again, and it's your head at risk, Lieutenant. These sounds. Lieutenant Wren?
I've been meaning to ask, Inquisitor. Skyhold, how does it... well... hold in the sky? How do you keep it from floating away?
It's built into a mountain.
Held by the stone, then.
Shaper Volta said you're a veteran of the Blight.
I was a wet-nosed recruit.
But you survived.
Swing your axe long enough. You're bound to hit something.
You must have racked up a few stories.
Maybe when this is all over, I'll have the time and ale to tell them.
Most of Wren's stories end with decapitation.
I'm an efficient guy.
I'd like to know more about the Legion of the Dead.
The Legion's pretty straightforward. We keep the Darkspawn out of Orzammar, and we're sodding good at it. Becoming a Legionnaire is a lifelong oath, one that can't be broken. We celebrate our own funerals before coming to the Deed Roads. As far as our families in Orzammar are concerned, we're already dead. Hence the name.
Well, that's quite the commitment.
It isn't a glamorous life. Every Legionnaire has their own reasons for joining. From the common criminal to the deep lord with illusions of grandeur. All are accepted.
What about you? Why did you join?
I had a responsibility.
A historian and a soldier. That's an unlikely friendship.
What makes you think we're friends?
The bickering.
Fair enough. Valta's got the stones of a silent sister. Doesn't mean I won't give her a hard time.
Thanks for your time.
What a life.
A trust Valar, Inquisitor.
You seem quite excited by the idea that these titans may exist.
My connection to the stone allows me to hear it, but I can only listen. Titans can sing through the stone. It is extraordinary. We call ourselves children of the stone. What does that make the Titans?
What's life like in Orzammar?
I haven't lived in Orzammar for 3 years, but I receive updates. Is there anything in particular you'd like to know?
No, I've already talked to you about these.
That's enough about Orzammar.
Of course.
Thanks for the insight, Shaper.
My pleasure, Inquisitor.
We'll speak another time.
Okay, we have our potions. We've set up camp. Let me take a look around this area first. Then we'll see about taking the lift. I think we should return so we can turn to the main camp, actually, from here. Superior Battlemaster Coat. In fact, that's what we're going to do. And then return back here when we can. Spindleweed. Packs are getting heavier. 2/3 full almost. Summerstone. So that's another mug. Everard's experience. This cup is cracked. It has clearly seen action and no longer holds ale without leaking. Bloodstain, ancient gears. Still collecting those, huh? Swan longbow. Interesting. Oh. Need to put the gear in first. We don't have enough. Well, we go this way. Look for more of those gears. And that is quite far down. We would die. Oh, that hurt. Around for more of those gears, especially. Where's this go? Nothing. Excuse me. Well, I think that's everything in this cavern. Something here. Summerstone. Okay, we'll return to the first camp. 3 levels down, apparently. It's quartermaster. We can be able to sell everything there. Look at the map to see what we can do. The expedition map. Let's see about that right now. The deep roads. Okay, deep roads expeditions, recovering barreled treasure. Deep roads expedition, Hedron tag, central bridge. Lower tag bridge. Upper bridge. Okay, let's see about this treasure. The Inquisition has located several casks of dwarven ale in one of the upper rooms in the Darkspawn Warrens. Recovering them intact could be challenging, but success would mean a sizable boost to morale for Legion troops stationed in the area. Oh, we just have Cullen along to help. Inquisition troops will stand guard while our engineers set up a pulley system to recover the cat tasks. The Inquisition has recovered several casks of dwarven ale from the Darkspawn Warrens. One has been installed in the camp shared with the Inquisition, and the rest have been shipped to other Legion of the Dead outposts in the area. Okay, so let's go with the upper bridge. The Inquisition has identified a location near the entrance to Hedron Tag that is ripe for exploration and recovery efforts. A construction team could build a bridge that grants access to several dwarven ruins at the top of the tag. We have the coin to hire the best dwarven engineers for this task. Let's do it. The construction team has completed a bridge near the entrance to Hedron Tag that will allow Inquisition forces to explore several dwarven ruins at the top of the tag. Let's just keep going through them all. I can send a few scouts here around the monument to keep the construction effort clear of unwanted attention from the deep roads. Sounds good. Okay, Inquisition forces to explore the large monument in the center of the cavern. It's built a bridge, and the last one, this is taking days of time. Construction team completed a bridge near the darkspawn nest in the ruins of Hedron Tag that will allow Inquisition forces to explore the ancient dwarven ruin at the bottom of the cavern. Make sure it's to be well equipped for a fight. Okay, as for the Uncharted Abyss, well, we haven't gone there yet, so... Now, where's the quartermaster? Right here. Or no, quartermaster. Crafting materials. Yeah, that's good enough. Let's sell everything that we have. We're returning back to the camp that we set at the just set up. A long way down. So on our way back, notice that this area could go through this area. Another cup. Dwarven mugs, wraith blood. Apparently this mug once belonged to someone named Amram. Iron. Really nothing here. Oh well. I mean, it's somewhat rich in Rashvine, but other than that... So we'll keep on moving. Okay, so we've come across this... the previous area that we've went through, way up here, where the barrels of ale were taken. Now here, a makeshift bridge has been constructed. Good work, guys. Okay, so there's a statue over here. I'm not sure. Did we not come this way? I think we found a lift over there and went down even further. Well, I'm not seeing anything interesting. Another gear. Picked up one already. This is the second one on the way back. Screeching. Let's go inside. What's this? The Nud King. All praise the Nud King. Sate his appetite with cheese, older is better. From songs that only Nugs can hear by Paragon Ibrin 584.
Why is this
Exalted.
here? Perhaps there's a use for it.
Warped staff grip. Wrap staff grip. Huh. Somebody's bedroom. Well, I suppose if you can close the door. There's more to it. It's just closed off here. Yeah, well, as you can see on the inside, it's all collapsed, so... And that's what I'd be afraid that would happen to my home, is it would just collapse. But then I don't think they had the tremors back then that are happening now. If there really is Titans doing this, it's pretty terrifying. I don't know what they could be doing. What damage they could do to the surface, either. They could destroy Orzammar. I was thinking about what Valta said about lyrium deposits being destroyed. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe the Titans want to destroy lyrium deposits. What's this? Chief Stalker. So all this has done is allowing us to explore these areas. There's a gear right here. Bloodstained ancient gear. I think that's 3 of them. We should hopefully be able to open that gate right by the forward camp we set up. Oh. Or we might need it right here. Okay. We don't have enough. Sacrificial Gates of Sigmar. Okay then, let's go down. Oh, this is another operation. This is Okay, this is the entire 3rd level down here. This is our camp. Takes us down to a 4th level. This is the gate we couldn't open. If we couldn't open this one, we won't be able to open that one. I'll keep an eye for more of the gears on the way down, but there's another completed operations nearby. That's our next target. I'm not sure exactly what we're accomplishing. We're trying to find what's causing these tremors. What it seems to me that we're doing is just battling darkspawn the whole time. And trying to unlock these doors with these gears. Which for the most part really isn't bringing us any closer to stopping the tremors at all. Though we did find the book on that emissary, confirming that it's not confirmed, it just makes it sound more likely that there is possibly something causing the tremors, such as whatever a Titan is. If it wants lyrium destroyed, perhaps lyrium could be used as a weapon against it. That's an idea. Okay, that's collapsed over there. No, we've already been all throughout here. Slow going. Looking for any of the gears that we left. I thought it was 2 or 3 on our way down originally. Okay, let's go this way then. I don't think that there's any gear. I've got eyes that can scan things far away. No. Summerstone. I don't even know if we need that, actually. Should probably stop taking that as well. Make sure I don't fall down to my death. Supply catch, we don't need it. Sounds you hear, just... everything echoes everywhere. What was that? Alright, I remember where we are.